Galactus. Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds, one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel Universe. He's not just any villain, but a cosmic force that threatens entire planets' existence. Today, we'll dive into the story of this giant and explore his incredible feats. Get ready to meet Galactus, the immortal who devours worlds. Galactus' origin story. Galactus wasn't always a monstrous cosmic creature. In fact, he was once a human, one of the few survivors from an ancient universe. Let's travel back in time, long before our universe as we know it. In a previous universe, there existed a race called the Zenlavians, who inhabited a planet called Taa. This being was known as Galan, a highly intelligent scientist dedicated to unlocking the mysteries of the cosmos. However, his world was dying. The destruction of his universe was imminent, and when that happened, Galan was one of the few souls to escape. Galan was transported to what would become the new universe, our current universe, where he encountered the cosmic force known as the Cosmic Torrent. This event transformed him entirely into Galactus. The great cycle of the old universe ended, and with it, a new threat arose. Now, as Galactus, he was no longer a mere mortal. He became something far beyond what anyone could have imagined. A being of immense power whose cosmic appetites are insatiable. With his transformation, Galactus began to understand the nature of his new existence. He became a being who needs to consume planets to sustain his own life, and to do so, he created a machine called the Galactus Reactor, which feeds him the vital energy of the planets he devours. But don't think of Galactus' existence as a curse. He views his need as an inevitable part of the cosmic order. In his mind, he is a necessary force for the balance of the universe, and his acts of destruction are simply a consequence of his immortal nature. The powers of Galactus. Speaking of power, Galactus possesses abilities that make him nearly invincible. He is much more than just a villain with brute strength. First, the most notable power of Galactus is his immense cosmic strength. He can manipulate the energy of the universe in ways no mortal being could ever dream of. He can alter the atomic structure of things, create and destroy realities, manipulate pure energy, and even heal from almost fatal wounds. He also has the ability to project energy. With this, Galactus can unleash destructive blasts that can obliterate entire worlds. He has physical strength that rivals some of the greatest heroes and villains in the universe, including the Hulk and Thor, but what sets Galactus apart is that his cosmic energy has no known limits. Additionally, Galactus can manipulate reality. He can make the laws of physics and nature bend to his will, creating distortions that defy understanding. This makes him an extremely dangerous threat, as when he chooses to, he can even manipulate time, space, and matter in unpredictable ways. Another impressive power is the Sentinel of Galactus, which is a miniature version of himself. Galactus can create smaller versions of himself, known as Sentinels, to carry out his missions and help manage his appetite for worlds. Galactus' impressive feats in the comics. Now, let's talk about some of the most impressive feats of Galactus in the comics. In his first appearance, Galactus was introduced in the Fantastic Four saga. During the Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds arc, he arrived on Earth with the intention of consuming our planet. This is one of the greatest moments in Marvel history, where the heroes face an unparalleled threat. This event not only marked the introduction of Galactus, but it also revealed the impressive power of the villain and the life force he uses to devour planets. Galactus almost devours Earth but is thwarted by Johnny Storm's sacrifice and the heroic actions of his allies. But it's not just Earth that he wreaks havoc on. He has also been involved in other cosmic battles. One of the most notable was his fight against Thanos, the Mad Titan. Even though Thanos had the power of the Infinity Gauntlet at his disposal, Galactus still proved to be an immense threat, capable of rivaling one of the greatest villains in the Marvel Universe. In another iconic story, Galactus and Silver Surfer had an epic confrontation. Silver Surfer, who had once been Galactus' herald, attempts to fight against the destructive nature of his master, leading to a series of battles that challenge everything we know about the limits of cosmic power. While Galactus is undoubtedly one of Marvel's greatest villains, his relationship with the Fantastic Four is more complex than just being a classic enemy. He isn't the type of villain who acts out of personal malice. In fact, he doesn't have a direct hatred for them. On several occasions, the Fantastic Four, especially Reed Richards, attempts to find ways to negotiate with Galactus. They understand that he doesn't act out of whim, but out of cosmic necessity. This creates an interesting tension between the heroes and the villain. Despite all of this, Galactus is never easily defeated, and his presence always brings great moral and existential dilemmas for the heroes. Galactus has also appeared in cinematic adaptations, but his representation hasn't always been the most faithful to the comics. In films like Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, he was portrayed a little differently, as a giant cosmic cloud, which sparked controversy among fans. Despite this, the idea of Galactus as a cosmic threat of immeasurable proportions was maintained, even if in a simplified way. Galactus is not just a villain, he's a symbol of something much bigger and deeper, the vastness of the universe and the cosmic forces that shape everything we know. He isn't just an enemy to be defeated, he's an essential force in the cosmic balance. And even when he seems to be defeated, Galactus always returns, because the universe will never be free from his needs and his insatiable hunger. Now that you know more about the Devourer of Worlds, Galactus, leave a like, share, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button for more epic videos about the Marvel Universe. See you next time.